One of the most useful things about the Next app directory is the ability to define layouts. By default, your application will have a root layout that defines the outer UI for the entire application. Inside the root layout, notice how the children prop is rendered in the middle of the template. In this context, the children represent a page rendered by Next.js, or any one of your route segments. Like you might have a navbar that stays the same on all pages, but the main content or children will change for every route. What's really cool about layouts though is that they can be nested. For example, we might have a dashboard that has its own navbar with a bunch of other routes nested below it. We can add another layout here to share additional UI between those routes. Layouts work in a very similar way to pages. The only difference is that their UI will be shared by all of their children. This makes client-side rendering much faster than previous versions of Next because now only the inner UI needs to change. Layouts can also do their own data fetching, which is extremely useful when you want to use the same data on multiple routes. Furthermore, layouts can be combined with route groups, or folders named with parentheses, to make them even more flexible. Like you might want to only opt certain routes into a layout while leaving other routes with the default layout. You can also use this pattern to create multiple root layouts in the same application. One detail that's important about layouts is that their UI and state will persist across route changes. In some cases that may not be desirable, and you may want to reinitialize the layout component on every navigation. To handle that, you can use a template file instead of a layout file. It works in the exact same way, but will remount the component for each navigation, allowing you to reinitialize state from scratch. The bottom line is that layouts provide an extremely efficient way to share UI throughout your application.